Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky.
Let's play a game while it's in its first week of release.
Yeah. And isn't on the SNES.
Yeah, it's not on the SNES. It definitely isn't. This is No Man's Sky on the PlayStation 4.
And if you don't already know the basic premise of it, then go look at the million other videos.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
This will be our little take on it.
Yeah, I've played this. We're not starting from the beginning here. I've played this for, I don't know, a lot of hours.
Right.
Good amount of hours. I've been to 10 or 11 planets, probably. Not that means a lot. But you haven't played it at all, have you? You haven't seen it in the flesh?
No, I've seen a few, videos before it came out, etc. But yeah, and I'm kind of like one of these people that is in the position of trying to decide whether or not this is a game I want to buy. So
yeah, well, this will be good then.
Let's find out if this is a game I want to buy.
Yeah. I think going in, this first loading screen takes fucking ages. This is a loading screen. It's not me just dicking around. Yeah. I'm totally hooked on the game.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't stop playing it.
Right. Okay.
And when I'm not playing it, I want to be playing it. So
cool.
There are a lot of flaws in it.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to sound like a dick on the game loads while we play it.
Okay. Cool.
But I am hooked on it.
Yeah.
And I think I probably recommend it.
Yeah. Okay.
But so this is No Man's Sky. I am on this planet.
Okay.
I've probably been on this planet for 30 minutes, an hour probably, before I save this.
Looks pretty cool.
This is my ship. Mm-hmm. It's the second ship I've had in the game. Everyone starts in the same ship.
Yeah.
And you've got the option to buy other ships. And I've recently bought this. If I just go on this is all the planets that I've been to before. Here's this star system was called Derby. That was my first one. And I had Belper, I had Breadsaw, all sorts.
Nice.
This is a barren place. You can imagine what that planet was like.
Yeah.
So when you land on a planet,
these are the ones that so you've named these.
Yeah. When you land on a planet, you can name it.
Can you name it like cock and balls?
Name it whatever you want.
Right. Okay.
I've heard though that if somebody else finds that planet and then reports it for having a lewd name, they just delete the planet.
Oh wow!
They don't delete the name; they just delete the planet, which is weird. So I land on this one. I decided to call it Leafy Head.
That's probably like the next, the next sort of big Star Destroyer from the Star Wars films. I imagine the next one will be the Reporter.
Oh yeah, just report it and it's gone.
Yeah.
I'll use an example. So this is the solar system that this planet's in.
Okay.
The solar system that we're in now. I'm going to name it Virtua Boys.
Okay, sweet. There forever.
Virtua Boys. So yeah, forever. If anybody comes to this solar system, they'll find. And if you name something, it uploads it to the server. You get some money for it.
Yep.
And that also translates to animals that you find.
Right. Okay. Like weird face.
Shark Bandicoot.
Right. Nice.
that I discovered. I named him Shark Bandicoot, obviously.
Lovely.
Most of these, to be honest, I don't name them because I just can't be bothered. So I just leave them with the name. Look at that weirdo.
That's nice. So, and the animals are all procedurally generated as well as the worlds, aren't they?
Yes. Ideally, you should never run into the same animal twice because they're procedurally generated. And there's 18 quintillion planets in the game.
Yeah.
And I think the important thing to remember about this game is those planets aren't designed by a developer. These 18 quintillion planets, they've been designed, but also they're not random.
Yeah.
They're generated based on an algorithm. Yeah. So if somebody else anywhere else in the world playing this game visits this planet out of the 18 quintillion planets, it will be exactly the same.
Right,
all these hills will be the same, and these planets are ginormous.
Yeah, right.
So that's like the crazy thing. So I mean, we'll have a look.
Yeah, I mean, like it is a hellishly smart way to make a game.
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's I don't even know where to start. So I mean, the loop of the game.
Yeah.
It's a survival game. So there's these games like Ark. Like Rust, like kind of Minecraft to an extent, but not really. They're about mining. They're about finding plutonium or finding carbon.
Okay, right.
Mining it. I've got some carbon now. I've got some plutonium.
Great.
And you use those for various things. So I look at my inventory. My inventory is full of stuff that I've picked up. So I've got plutonium. I've got emeril. Got these things, and you craft things with these elements.
Right. Okay. And the crafting stuff helps you, because initially you start off on a planet, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
So
with a knackered ship.
Yeah, so you have to craft stuff to actually get off the first planet.
So, for example, my ship, this is my ship here, my launch thruster, which I need to use to get off the planet, is currently only at 75% of its thing. So I can press A on it and then use one of these elements to refuel it. There we go. I've recharged it.
Right.
That's a very simple way that you might use the things that you find.
Okay.
I'm just going to hop into my ship.
Who's that floating guy?
So on every planet, there's these little police robots.
Okay, that's the sentry things.
And if you fuck around, they attack you.
What constitutes fucking around?
Well, it depends on the planet. So sometimes, I wonder if this will tell me. So sentinels, it's say average here.
Right, okay.
They're called sentinels.
Yeah.
You might land on a planet and they might be frenzied, which means they'll just attack you. No matter what, as soon as they see you, they attack you. Average means, I don't know. Well, it's average.
Yeah,
It depends what you do. If you start like, if I start shooting my gun around, you're gonna guess. It's gonna piss him off. Oh, maybe not.
That was an average response.
Maybe he doesn't give a shit. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. Average.
Yeah.
But anyway. So I've alerted the sentinel drones. But anyway, I'm gonna take off.
Okay. So you can free fly around and just like have like a bit of a scan over the world.
Yeah, you can click in L3 and it does this cool little scan and it'll show things up like these question marks.
Yeah.
So over here there's a point of interest.
Okay.
So I can fly over here. And interestingly, you can't crash when you're in this mode.
Right. Okay.
You hover at the same height. It controls that.
Okay.
You can't free fly though.
Okay. Well, I guess that's a decision that has been made for whatever reason.
Let's go over to this one here.
Okay.
So we can fly over here, and then we press square, and square lands you.
Okay.
Like, dead simple. You don't have to do anything. You just hit square, your ship lands.
I mean, this is totally
pop out.
like, you get the impression that this is going to appeal to the Minecraft players that are, maybe bored of Minecraft.
I think so.
Or just that I guess I don't want to sound like I'm dicking on Minecraft because it's great, but that are graduating Minecraft. If you know what I mean, like turning to something where there might feel like there's a bigger purpose, and
I'd argue though that there probably isn't a bigger purpose.
No, I'm sure
because this game doesn't have building. You can't mine into the ground. You can't build things. No. I can't build structures. I can't make permanent changes to any of these planets. And this is one of the things I wish the game did better.
So these structures that are here are just randomly here.
Yeah, I can't build those.
Right. Okay.
As much as this is a shared universe, as much as other people can visit this, and they'll see my animals that I've named.
Yeah.
Talking of which,
they won't see you.
They won't see me, and I can't build. I can't change the landscape in any significant way.
Right.
So they'll see the things I've named, but they won't see anything that I've done.
Okay.
I might as well not have been there.
Yeah.
And that's, to be honest, that's one of my criticisms of the game.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to go into space.
Yeah, because it's sort of like the appeal of this whole game is people are just like going crazy for it because it's like such a new way of doing it, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's remarkable.
Different sort of thing.
I've got a planet. This is the size of the planet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's frightening.
Yeah.
We were a speck on that.
Yeah.
And wherever we land on the planet, it'll be completely different.
Yeah.
We can land anywhere we want.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then this solar system is... So I've been to that planet.
Okay.
Now I'm going to find a planet that I haven't been to yet. So this one.
So these are the ships that just like hypered in.
Yeah, they don't really do anything.
Right. Okay.
As far as I know. As far as I know, nothing.
Yeah, so again, they're not players,
they're window dressing. What's this over here?
Just,
Abandoned building. Oh, so on the planet we've just been on, this is throwing me up a waypoint saying, you should check that out.
Yeah.
And it's also saying there's one over there as well. But I'm going to ignore that.
Okay.
I'm going to ignore that.
Yeah.
And where are those planets that we were just going to go to? Over here. Mm-hmm. I'm going to go to this one that is undiscovered.
Yeah.
So it's currently telling me it's going to take me 20 minutes to get there.
Right, yeah.
Which is bollocks. So I'm going to activate my pulse engine.
Okay, yeah.
And we're going to fly really fast. It's going to take 1 minute 30.
Okay, much more achievable.
Much more achievable, yeah. And then what I suggest is that we try and craft some fuel to load up my hyperdrive so we can go to a different solar system.
Okay, cool.
Just get out of the solar system and move to another one.
Yeah. And the whole point of the game is to get to the centre of the universe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of suggested.
That's the whole point of the game. I mean,
there's a suggested.
There is. I mean, that's the thing that seems to me on the surface to be a problem with this game is that everything that is meant to inspire you to want to play it is sort of a lie. And I mean, aside from the actual gameplay itself, which I'm kind of getting the idea of, but the initial, I don't know how long the initial kind of like excitement of exploration would work for me.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, that is the game. That's the entire game. There isn't really a lot else that I've found.
Yeah.
You've got to enjoy visiting these planets and just seeing what's up.
Yeah, and there isn't. Yeah, I mean, like other sandbox experiences do tend to put something together that makes you feel like you're doing a mission or something. Like there are these little set pieces that still manage to exist in a sandbox type of environment, whereas this will not have that.
I need to. I'm going to miss this planet. This looks like a watery planet.
Nice.
Yeah, like the excitement of going to a new planet is still dead cool. I'm still really into that.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm dicking on it because I do really want to.
The problem is when you get there, you got to make your own fun because there isn't really an objective.
Yeah.
Whoa, we're coming in fast. Okay, so we're here. I just like the speed at which it creates the landmass. It's really fucking cool. Like,
I mean that just seems really nicely kind of.
It's really impressive. Where should we land? Tell me where to land.
Let's go over. Maybe like to your left.
Okay.
And down a bit, and that kind of
looks
flat,
like a beach.
Yeah, that sort of flat, hot beach.
as it all starts to res in, it might not turn out to be a beach, but. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
So as we get closer, we can start scanning, and seeing what's knocking about. So there's a question mark.
Should we head for that then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's totally not a beach.
Yeah.
But we can start there, and we can make our way down to there.
I mean, like this feels amazing.
Yeah.
Like the actual kind of like coming into land thing.
It's proper cool.
Because I suppose one sort of point of comparison would be something like Elite Dangerous.
Yeah. There's definitely comparisons.
We've both played a fair bit of. The thing I really like about Elite is that you can start off with these kind of basics that are actually kind of hard to grasp, where you do actually have to learn to fly your ship.
Absolutely, yeah.
There's quite a bit of depth to that. But then as you go on more and more, you've got the combat side of it, you've got the trading side of it, but also you've got this this big story that actually the players influence, and it becomes a bit MMO in that sort of way.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the comparisons it's a massive comparison.
Yeah,
but it's different in so many ways. Oh shit, this planet's well radioactive.
Okay, great.
I'm struggling with my suit here. I'm going to try and get into this building where I'm hopefully going to be protected because I've got that meter on the bottom left. It's like telling me I'm fucked basically.
Yeah.
Look, it's knackered.
Well a door.
So I've never seen anything like this.
Okay. Stabilising's good. What's that?
Let's see what this is saying. Look like a wound on the wheel. Crimson and ragged edges, like something that once lived. I was torn asunder. Should have stayed away. See, these are the cool. These are cool. Yeah. And these have been different every time I've found one of these. When I touched it, the surface was moist and yielding. It seemed to be right. So I'm going to analyse the data log.
Yeah, why not?
I discovered something coded deep inside a long dead traveller's data log. Something has been left that will aid me on my own journey.
Okay. Fair dues.
Oh, I've discovered. Oh, hazard protection, radiation hazard protection.
Just what you need.
Amazing.
In a place like this.
But then, of course, because it's a survival game, I need to mine all this shit.
Okay, that's really cool. Like,
that's instantly giving me an objective.
Yeah, exactly. Like now I've got a mission. Now I've got a thing to do.
But what's interesting is all these things are procedurally generated. So nobody has designed. Someone's written that text, obviously.
Yeah.
And they've decided it should go on a radioactive planet. But no one said it should go there on that planet. Because this planet is the size of Earth.
Yeah. And the fact that we happen to have gone down on that bit where, we found the thing we need.
And then there's all these just little weird things you can click on, and you can learn alien languages. Because you occasionally run into NPCs. And if you don't know the language, you can't understand what they're saying.
That's good. And like I honestly didn't think you'd be able to enter buildings and things like that in this. You know, like, there's just little things where I do love the lack of limits.
Oh, journey milestone. What's that going to say?
Like I love the fact that it's giving me this sort of universe and not putting restrictions. Because I mean, initially with Elite, going back to that comparison before the Horizons part they brought out, you couldn't land on planets.
No, and I've done that a bit, and the planets in Elite Dangerous are very simple.
Yeah, exactly.
There's not really a lot to them. Just damaged machinery. So these things I'm picking up. You can get like upgrades for your suit and upgrades for your ship and things, and you have to craft them. Of course you do. Yeah. Shit, I am dying on this planet. This is well rough. I don't think we should hang around.
No,
because even though we've just picked up that thing,
I'm not got the bits.
Yeah, I've got none of the bits for it. Just going to try and.
But I think you got one of the bits, didn't you?
Yeah.
Or something, but
we're fucked here. This is bad. But oh god, it's like a weird sandstorm. But this is crazy. I've never seen anything like these.
Turn to your right a second.
So I can scan these, you analyse them, and then that lets you name it.
Nice.
We could name that whatever. Turn to my what? Sorry.
It's alright. Don't worry. I thought I saw a flying thing, but it's fine.
I've never seen anything like this as well.
Yeah.
Well, Beetlejuice. Yeah. Oh, what was that?
Yeah, that might be what I saw.
Hello. Like a little crazy dinosaur dude.
What happens if you shoot it in the face?
Look at his face. He's got a little comical face.
Yeah,
he looks like the dad in Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I can't afford to chase him because we're well fucked here.
Yeah. I mean, I hope that I'm interested to see if any of these get really any of these procedurally generated animals are just that ridiculously funny.
Yeah.
I really want.
Or just that's a dog.
Yeah.
That's actually a dog.
Yeah.
We shouldn't hang around this place because it's horrible.
No. Yeah.
It's well radioactive. Okay, so I'm just going to get off the planet and then check what we need to do to fix our hyperdrive.
Yeah. Okay, I do. There's a lot of the stuff that I think I like about Elite that I'm seeing in this.
Yes.
Where I quite like the fact that the bonus side to not really having any goal per se, other than exploration, is that you can totally take it at your own pace, and you feel like it's that your own boss feel.
Definitely. I also love that nobody else is going to play through this game in the same way as you. You're creating your own path through it. No one will visit these levels.
Yeah.
There's a hugely high percentage that no one else will ever go to that planet.
Yeah.
And even if they do, probably not going to go to the same part as us.
No, exactly. Yeah.
So there is actually a byline through the game. You get a choice at the beginning, and you're given a choice of, do you want to just play freely, do whatever you want, or do you want to follow this Atlas route that it calls it, which kind of suggests you a route through to the centre of the universe.
Okay, right.
And if you follow that route, it does give you kind of rough objectives.
Okay.
Like it'll say, why don't you land on that planet, because there's something that you should have there.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And I'm just wondering if any of these were part of my objectives. I can't really remember. Anyway.
So I assume that's just to sort of go, right, if you do actually want to finish this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is the way to do it, rather than you could be trying forever to do it by just exploring.
So this is my hyperdrive. If we want to go to a different solar system, which I'll just open up my map. So that's the solar system we're in now, that star. Virtual Boy solar system. So, how do I zoom out? Yeah. Every one of these stars is another solar system full of planets.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the scale of this thing is ridiculous.
How do I... Oh, yeah, if I just zoom out. So every single one of these dots is a solar system with 5 or 6 planets in it. And it just goes on.
Going,
and just goes on. And just goes on. And it's madness. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I've stayed on this screen for 5 or 10 minutes before, and it's still going.
Yeah.
So, so my hyperdrive. So let's try and do this.
Yeah. Okay. So there's a manufacturing facility that's up ahead of you.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
Okay. We might want to go to that. I'm just going to find out what I need.
Yeah.
So to power up this, I need a warp cell.
Right.
So we need to build a warp cell.
Okay.
So
we need to find out what we need to make that.
I can tell you. So this is a warp cell.
Yep.
I currently don't have all the stuff. I need 100 Thamimum 9, which is quite easy to get.
Right.
We'll get that pretty easy. And I need antimatter.
Okay.
So I need to craft antimatter.
Right, okay.
So to craft antimatter, I've got those two things.
So electron vapor.
So I need to craft that. So I need suspension fluid. I need to craft that. So this is where we're going to start.
Okay, so carbon.
We need some carbon.
Yeah. Okay, I get you.
So is there any other planets?
Hostile ships.
So I've been to
approach, mate.
Oh, really?
That's what I just said.
Okay.
So.
Oh, there's a moon. I've never been to a moon.
So what are these hostile ships? Where
Shit. Oh, shit. Oh, well, we need that. So that's good.
Great.
Hostile ships, pirates will attack you.
Right.
I haven't been in that situation.
And these are NPC pirates.
Yeah, and I'm quite keen not to be in this situation. If I'm honest. Should we go to this moon?
Yeah, why not?
I've never been to a moon. So in the top right, there's a little exclamation mark. Then I'm presuming that's pointing towards the pirates.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just activating my pulse.
Yeah.
I've never landed on a moon. I don't know if moons are.
Cool.
It's probably barren.
Maybe, but that's what you'd expect from a moon.
It is, yeah.
There's no rules, is there?
No rules.
I mean, we're only going on our moon, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it might be an ace moon.
Yeah.
Should we call it ace moon?
Yeah, it could be a lovely green moon.
I'm going to call it lovely green moon.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to miss it, aren't I?
You aim for it. I mean, this lovely green moon does look about the same as the planet that it's.
It does, doesn't it?
Orbiting.
Well, leafy head. That's the planet behind it, I think.
Right. Yeah.
That was the one we started on. Wow, I can't stop smashing into these, but it's quite good because it's getting me.
Yeah.
It's getting me.
So does it damage your ship?
I guess so. Yeah, but it doesn't seem to be a problem at the minute.
No.
I haven't died yet.
Right. No. Yeah.
The game doesn't seem difficult in any way.
No. No.
Maybe I've just been lucky, but.
Well, it'd be pretty annoying, wouldn't it?
What's this blue thing down here?
Yeah.
I'm going to fly towards this blue thing.
Yep, why not?
This looks pretty barren.
Yep, sure does.
It's a little.
Still, that looks interesting.
What is it? Yeah. Yeah, this is a moon, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh. Ooh. Crazy.
The right moon.
What is this? Great. Okay. So, this knowledge stone. This is what we learn, like alien languages from.
That's what we learn knowledge from.
Fucking.
That's handy because it's called a knowledge stone.
Yeah, that's named. So we've learned a new word there.
Okay,
security.
cool.
Which is probably a good word to use.
So how does that language stuff work? Does that just mean that it translates it for you when? Mm-hmm. So so the odd word will start to be in English.
Yeah. So he'll speak a load of gibberish at you, and it'll all be rubbish apart from the word security will be in English.
Okay.
So when you start to learn a little bit, you can kind of work out what they're trying to say.
That's a nice. Yeah, I really like all the little touches that are in this. And I don't know. Just sort of. I think it's easy to dismiss it as a game that is just about the scale of it. And
it's totally not.
I mean, that's a big part of it because it means that we're kind of. It means that you're sort of. I don't know, it is a big part of it because the consideration of like no one else has been here, no one else will probably be here for a long time or at all. The kind of I don't know, the fact that you can start to piece together this little world and things like that. I think the issues with it will be that will always be fairly surface.
Yeah,
like you're not going to get a great deal of depth to that.
Yeah. Right, so this is like an example of a puzzle. So we found this monument on the moon.
Right, okay.
There's one small gap in the crystal ice and I feel convinced that I should feed it some of my elements. So we've got to decide what do we feed it.
Right.
It's like a choose your own adventure.
Okay.
So luckily I've learned some words.
Okay, isotope.
I've learned, I know isotope Thors and Viking. Viking's the race.
Right, okay.
But that doesn't...
So you'd assume isotope element.
Yeah. I guess so. Oh, I haven't got any.
Oh.
I don't have any, so I can't. Okay. I don't have any of this stuff.
Right. Okay. So we need to get that and come back.
Yeah, but this place is well barren. Oh, that I've just done my little scan.
Oh right. Okay.
So it's shown up these things.
Yeah. So you got a little jetpack, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll just check what these things are.
So it's not ridiculously slow to get around.
I mean, no, you can kind of.
Yeah.
bucket if you want.
Yeah. Treasure over
It's
there.
dark though, isn't it?
Yeah.
I keep landing from.
Did you say there was some treasure over there?
There are some
something.
little boxes, yeah.
Nice spot for it. Okay, so
Aluminium. That's not what we want though.
No.
Unfortunately.
Oh well.
Iron. Iron was one of the things we could give it.
Yeah,
but we don't
want
we don't think that's right.
Want the,
Carbon.
yeah.
Oh shit. This happens a lot.
Okay.
This happens a hell of a lot.
Right.
I'm just moving those to my ship inventory now so that I can
okay. So
that I can
that's
hold
not too bad then.
some carbon.
Yeah.
We only needed 10, didn't we?
Need 10, yeah.
Okay. Let's try and find where it was.
Yeah.
It was near my ship.
Yeah.
There.
So I feel like I could lose hours just doing something daft like this.
Yeah, totally.
You know,
I mean, that's what's been hooking me.
Daft, but like potentially daft.
Every time I play it, I've got my own little mini objective.
Yeah.
Which it's not a quest. Like the game hasn't given me a quest.
No,
it's like I want to power up my hyperdrive.
Yeah.
So what do I need? What's the steps that I need to do? And then I stumble across something else which distracts me.
Yeah. I think the danger for me with something like this is that I can be a bit of a kind of completist.
You just can't in this game. It's impossible.
Yeah, exactly. Just the idea of like everything that I get asked to do, just trying to do it.
No, that's not going to happen. So we're going to try isotope element.
Yeah.
Prison gas melts in the atmosphere.
I'm rewarded. I feel rewarded.
I bet it's going to give me a little upgrade from one of my things.
Cool.
Oh, my standing with that race has improved. But
okay, just nice.
It flashed up something else. Oh, I've learned a new word. Oh, the Atlas word.
Okay.
And I've got a little effigy. Oh, it's giving me loads of stuff.
Lovely.
Give me some fabric.
Lovely. Okay. Like a nice shirt.
So, I mean, yeah, that was that.
Yeah.
Got some crafting materials.
Yeah.
Still don't have my hyperdrive.
No.
And that's not going to happen on this moon.
No.
Basically. So maybe we don't do that.
No. I mean, I think that I think we've got a nice little teaser for it.
Yeah.
And sort of, there are things that I think would get on my nerves, and there are things that I think I'd absolutely get hooked in.
Yeah, I recommend the game. I've got a lot of criticisms. To be honest, I haven't really gone into the criticisms that much, but
it's quite pretty as well, isn't it?
It is pretty. Yeah, I love the look of it.
Yeah,
it's totally like an old sci-fi book cover.
Yeah.
Like
it was 65 days the soundtrack.
Yeah, soundtrack's ace.
Sounds nice.
It's cool. I really recommend it, but I could sit here for 2 hours and tell you what I don't like about it. And how I think it could be better.
Okay, so give me like a top one or two.
I'll give you one. You can't put down like permanent waypoints on a planet.
Okay, right.
So like where we've been on planets, I'd like to go. I'm going to like stick a flag in it.
Yeah,
and go, I want to come back here whenever I want because I like this little area.
Yeah,
can't do that. If we go back to that planet we've already been to.
Right. So that does kind of mean that
I can't go back to that same place.
These quests don't become quests because if you're not going to be able to find what you need on that planet,
I'm fucked. Yeah.
Okay.
Like whatever the planet was that we went to before, we can't return to that same place.
Yeah.
We just can't because that's how
you're just not going to find it.
No. And I wish you could do that. And that seems like something quite easy for them to implement.
Yeah, you'd have thought.
It's quite crashy.
And that's, just to check, that's definitely not something where you can make an upgrade later or something.
I'm pretty sure. I've heard other people criticise it for the same reason,
fine.
so I'm pretty sure it's not just me being an idiot. If it is, leave it in the comments.
Yeah, please let Matt know.
It's quite crashy. It's crashed on me a few times.
Okay, right.
Making me lose loads of progress.
And we're playing on PS4, by the way. So.
We are, So maybe PC is perfect.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, if I was going to get it, I'd be getting it on PC anyway.
Although there is a lot of variety in the planets. I haven't seen two planets that have looked alike visually. But it does tend to be just a visual layer. You're still getting iron, you're still getting carbon, you're still getting aluminium. And some of those you won't find on some planets and some you will. But still, it's like...
It gets a bit pointless, I suppose, after a while, because like for all of the procedures generated stuff and everything, which is its calling card. If that doesn't result in much actual variety and like the thing that I'm seeing after looking at all these planets that we're landing on is just there is like no real difference in terms of the traversal of the world. There's, it's like the plants are basically not doing anything. The plant life is not really doing anything. The animals haven't really played a big part in this.
All the animals have the same AI routines. They just walk around in circles.
Yeah.
I mean, some planets are predominantly water with hardly any land. That's a difference.
Yeah.
And you can go underwater. You can dive around.
That's cool.
But
like exploration-wise, can't really fault it. But in terms of what is there, what's going to keep you exploring?
Yeah, it's just the want to explore.
Yeah.
And if that's either something that you're going to get hooked by or not, and I am.
I'd be interested for all the writing and the kind of, these little clues from other civilizations,
and that's cool.
I'd be interested if that's kind of like, if whether you replayed the game, you're going to see those like writings come up in the same place. Well, not the same places, but just, you find those kind of, temples or whatever on any planet,
sure,
and you're just going to go like, oh yeah, this is that bit of text.
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that.
I'd imagine they put in a lot, but it's not like it's, like you said before, that's the text and the scenarios aren't procedurally generated.
No, they're not.
They're not.
They're just in procedurally generated places.
Yeah, exactly.
I read one review sum it up by saying that the universe is a mile wide, but it's an inch deep.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
and I think that's definitely true.
Yeah,
it does. The gameplay mechanics are incredibly shallow.
Yeah,
but just like the hook of the exploration of it has been enough for me.
Yeah,
and it is mental.
Yeah, and actually, I kind of like that it can hook me in, and I can play it as a bit of a chilling out game.
Yes,
just as a night, which is partly what I play Elite for.
Totally.
I quite like just a long space journey.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, I'm pleased that it is quite different to Elite.
Yeah,
because I play Elite a lot.
Yeah,
and it's really different. It's not the same. I mean, you get out your ship for the majority of the game. You're not in your ship for a start. But and I'm pleased that these two can exist together.
Yes, yeah.
Because I was thinking, is it just going to be the same as Elite, but like Elite for babies?
Yeah,
but it isn't.
Do you think any of the upgrades are particularly meaningful in terms of like
how you can upgrade your ship? And
things like that.
To a point. I mean, I haven't really upgraded my ship much.
Yeah, I imagine it's not going to change the gameplay much beyond things like you'll be able to hack a lot more radiation, or
there's simple things like you can mine faster, but then you can also add grenades onto your gun that can blast away bigger areas. Yeah. I don't know. It
doesn't seem like combat's a major kind of.
It's not. Yeah, I've hardly been in combat, which is quite refreshing. To be honest. I mean, there's tons of upgrades, but they're not vast.
I mean, this isn't there to please first-person shooter fans.
No, and I think that's a positive. It's exploration first and foremost, and it really sticks to that.
Yeah.
Maybe to its detriment because there's not actually that many gameplay mechanics.
Yeah.
But still, I recommend it. I'm hooked. Yeah. I've played it for hours, and I'll turn it on for a quick go, and I'll realise 3 hours later that I'm still playing it.
Yeah, right.
And that's ace.
Yeah. I mean, I think for me, I'll probably pick it up at some point. I don't think I'm going to rush to get it, but that's mainly just because I've got other games that I'm trying to get off my list.
Yeah. So. Well, I think when you see it in a Steam sale or something,
exactly.
Have a little go.
Yeah,
and you too can find your own little planet. And
definitely a lot of fun to be had.
Just before we finish, I totally meant to name that moon, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we can only name planets. Can we not name moons?
There's maybe it was that Vabaraldiso.
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't
it?
Yeah, it was. It's just calling it a planet for some reason.
Okay, yeah. Even though it's a moon.
What were we going to call it? What was it? It was big green moon.
It was big green lovely moon, but it was barren as hell.
Big lovely moon.
Yeah, big lovely moon.
Forever to be known. As big lovely moon. Okay.
Nice.
So that's No Man's Sky.
Yeah, fantastic.
Thanks for watching our video and not the 10 million other No Man's Sky videos that are on YouTube.
Well, you might have watched them as well.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
It's all right.